Alium Finance, the team behind the play to earn game Cyber City, is it getting ready to moon, or should we anticipate a bit more of a correction? Well, today we are going to look at the psychology of buying and selling based on Fibonacci and Elliott Wave, so you can time your entry to perfection, minimize your downsides, maximize your upside. Remember, we only do probabilities, never certainties. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jiggy. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Been featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. Normally focused on trading Forex, but now totally on crypto. So let's dive straight in. So we did a video the other day, really focused on the fundamentals, low cap gem on the October 21st or 22nd. This team is doing Cyber City, got some really cool stuff happening, innovating. They've got a DEX built with Alium Finance, ALIUM. They've launched their NFT boxes with the game Cyber City, the game looking to launch early next year. But today, it's not about fundamentals. Today is about the technicals. We want to look at a technical chart pattern. So let's dive into a live price chart. So what I didn't tell you the last time, sometimes too much information is too much information, is when we were looking at this, we were really looking at it from around this region down here. And what I saw from a technical standpoint, I know we was lining up the fundamentals, is Alium has been really under the radar because since its IDO, I think it was bad timing with the season. It's just been sideways to down. Didn't perform really well. But this movement to the upside has been a really clear indication there's a possible trend reversal. Trend reversal. That's important for us to note. Really important. I think it's lined in with their play to earn game. They launched their NFT game, Cyber City, or the NFT boxes. The boxes get released in November. They got a listing on the centralized exchange this quarter, and the game launches in early January, I believe. So what we want to check out today is really focus on this part of the price action. From an Elliott Wave and Fibonacci standpoint, what does this look like? So we're on a daily chart at the moment. Well, to me, it looks like a very clear, nice wave one. So I'm going to draw it like this. Let's say wave one, bang. We got a very clean textbook. Like textbook doesn't get much better than this. A, B, C correction. A typical correction for a wave two is a maximum of 78.6%. And check this out. You can tell just by visually looking at it. Look at this. It tags the 78.6 in that region. Look, bang. That's a really healthy correction. Typical maximum. You could do some other ones, like the alternate price projection or the alternate fib extension. Look, the 100% cluster. So that's really, really important. Now, I took this information into account when I was looking at this. I didn't cover it the last time just because sometimes when you're covering fundamentals and technicals, it can be a bit much. So this was a wave two, looking like a wave two low. So let's draw that in. Let's write that in here. Wave two low. But we don't need to put a question mark. Why? Because we've had a nice, very impulsive move to the upside. We actually tagged around up here and then came back down and closed at around here, just around the 1.618, which now looks like a very clean wave three, right? And what should you anticipate after wave three? Well, it's a wave four. Wave four, right? So we can put in a wave three. But now, a couple of things to take into account if you're looking to get in is the momentum is pointing down at the moment. Can you see this? Let me pull this up. Make sure you can see this. The stochastics RSI is on the daily is pointing down at the moment, down. So what's best practice is to be patient and wait for the bullet reversal where the blue line goes over the red line. Might take 2 days, 3 days, give or take. And that should coincide, if I now bring this back down, to a wave four low in this region. This is just basic buying and selling behavior. Let's go for this here. So we're looking for this kind of region over here. What's the typical wave four zone? That's what you should be asking. Well, the typical wave four zone is actually a 38.2% retracement of a wave three. Oh, what does that mean? Well, that means there. Typical between there and there. Yeah, 50% will be quite deep in this instance, but we won't be too surprised if we see a correction in this region. That's just a healthy wave four correction. And then what do we anticipate next? Well, if it unfolds this way, I'm going to draw it out like this. I know this is a bit of speculation, but I'm going to draw it out like this. Wave four question mark. Remember, we're aiming to get in early before this really takes off. Because once a centralized exchange listing is announced, I don't know what centralized exchange listing they are planning for, but it can really start taking off once the game, if it gets traction, then that can also do the same again. So what's the price for a wave 5 high? Let's just get rid of this. Well, a typical wave 5 after a wave 1 to 3, if let's just say it gets to here, it's typically this zone here, which is 62 to 100% of wave 1 to 3. If you haven't already, take my free Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclass. I cover this in a bit more depth because you'll see these patterns plan out time and time and time again. And when they do, we want to leverage that information. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen because we're always just looking at the probabilities, never the certainties. But what we're anticipating is a bit more of a correction. If I can get the arrow, where's the arrow? There we go. A bit more of a correction, possibly into this range. And then a nice impulsive wave. And it might line up with the centralized exchange listing into this range over here. Yeah, and it will typically be similar to wave. So what price is this? This is around 36, up to 36 cents, give or take. It might overextend, depends on what kind of news announcements come out. What's today's price? Today is like 19 cents, 19 cents. So we want to keep a very close eye on this. Anything else? No, what we want to do is just be patient for two things. One is this momentum reversal. And second, as long as the price doesn't go below this white line, this range here will be a healthy correction before we should anticipate further moves to the upside. One other thing I wanted to bring up, because I think it will tie in. I normally just focus on technicals, but I've been looking at their roadmap. I covered the roadmap in a bit more detail in the last video with Alium Finance. But the thing that's happening right now is the initial NFT box release. So it's the boxes. I'm going to show you the one that I got. I'm going to actually put it in the link below so you can check it out. It's only a box at the moment. It opens in November. Then they're linking up with other blockchains. But the key one that I'm looking at is the centralized exchange listing. If it's a big exchange, I don't know if they'll get onto a big exchange. If they do, it can be very, very bullish for the price action. And then they are launching version 1 of the game in Q1 of 2022. And then the full version of the play to earn game, and play to earn is a very big deal at the moment, is April. Last but not least, I showed you, we went to Liquidity. What's the website? Liquidity.io. This is my NFT. You can see it's a box, but what I get in the box, what do I get? Once it gets unlocked, so it opens, the box opens in November. I'm assuming it just opens automatically. Character and 1 city block. Now, what I've learned, because I've been playing Axie Infinity, so I just wanted to kind of really upskill myself in this play to earn, this new revolution. You know, I'm in my 30s now, so back in the day when I used to play SNES with Mario Kart, I used to play it. If I could earn money playing Mario Kart with these NFTs, that's what's happening right now. So if you want, I'll put this in the link below. But do take my Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclass because the price, anticipate the wave 4 correction, and then we want to go, this is a cross swap. We want to anticipate the wave 4 correction and then more movement to the upside. Let's finish here. Right, so if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. This is a low cap gem potential, right? It's potential. It's always potential. Under 2 million market cap still, with the potential of being 50, 60 million market cap. Will it be able to compete with something like Axie Infinity, which is 8 billion? I don't know, but we are in very, very early, but we'll see how it unfolds. Right, let's finish on a quote. Quote of the day. We're going to go to my book, and we're going to go to chapter 4, Benjamin Franklin. He who is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Keep practicing, keep doing your thing, keeping things simple, have your exit plan in play, proper risk management. Don't over leverage yourself. Some people were asking me, they bought Alium and it went up and it's kind of corrected a bit. Should they buy more? Well, ideally, you want to be planning your investments and trades beforehand so you're not really that subject to the emotions of fear and greed. And if it plans out, it does. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And then you just move on to the next. Right. Have a great weekend. I will see you very, very soon. Enjoy yourselves.